Good evening. We begin tonight with the spring snowstorm hitting the capital. The snowfall warning has ended. It wasn't that bad, but there's still a mess out there after a season of very little snow and record-breaking warmth. The blast of winter catching some people by surprise. It began snowing just before 7 p.m. last night, and it's still snowing now. In total, 14 centimeters has fallen as of 5 p.m. Here's a live look out of our downtown camera. As you can see, it's still coming down. It's expected to continue overnight before changing to rain tomorrow morning, which could make for another messy commute. CTV's Dave Charbonneau has more on the April snowstorm.
A harsh reminder about slippery roads. The spring storm causing dozens of accidents, including this double-decker bus sliding off Frank Kenny Road. Not the ideal time to take off your winter tires.
All set.
Danielle Bogan booked her appointment months ago.
Well, I was making the appointment several months ago, and I just figured I would come in anyway.
But she's not worried about this storm.
It was heavier in some spots, but the roads were wet, but no snow on them at all.
At Cal Tire, they've been swapping tires all day long.
The last couple of weeks, we've been doing a pretty crazy amount of tires, actually.
Hundreds of drivers in the city have already removed their winter tires.
We've been doing 30 to 40 cars a day. Almost all of those have been for new tires or tire changeovers, a couple of repairs thrown in there as well.
The O train was partially out of service for 3 hours this morning. The heavy snow may have stopped the train. School buses were still running in the city, cancellations in the rural areas.
I did not know there would be this much snow. It's windy, it's snowy, it's like a blizzard.
City crews say they will be out for most of the day clearing the roads.
Last year we had a pretty heavy freezing rainstorm around this time in April, so this year it's just snow, but we were monitoring and we were ready for it.
And looking at the forecast, it will likely be gone by the weekend.
I'm okay going home.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problems. I don't think the roads seem to be wet, but clear.
Dave Charbonneau, CTV News.
The storm also taking a toll on other cities across Ontario, including Toronto. The GTA hit by heavy rain, wind, and then some overnight snow, which made for a slushy morning on the roads. But the temperatures already are above freezing there, the snow beginning to melt. This is the scene in Quebec, getting the worst of it. People in Montreal digging out this morning. The city could see up to 20 centimeters of snow on the ground by the end of the day. There are still 170,000 people across Quebec without power. Crews working to repair hydro lines that were down during the heavy winds last night. All right, let's have a first look at our weather. As expected, a lot of the snow melted when it hit the ground, but still, there was a significant amount of fall, around 14 centimeters, as we've said. Tonight, that's going to switch to periods of rain, a few rain showers and flurries tomorrow before tapering off, and we're going to have a nice weekend coming up with a mix of sun and cloud on Saturday, an even nicer Sunday coming. Here's your next 24 hours, though. Still precipitation all through the next 24 hours, right around that zero mark. So those flurries that keep coming down will keep coming down. The sun peaking out a little bit at 11:30, and then by 3:30, we're expected to hit about 5 degrees. And as I said, it will get better as we head towards the weekend. We'll have your full forecast coming up.